Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome back to Midnight Madness. This is going to be about the Rise of Skywalker, the Menace of Fandom. Yes, we're going to talk about it again, but it's not the origins of the Menace and Fandom. It's been there for a while. What it actually did to George, and would George have sold his rights to Lucasfilm, rights to Star Wars, to Disney if it wasn't for the prequel backlash that didn't happen right away? It was years later, and then Indiana Jones 4, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now, I do think it's different now. It's a lot worse, and I'm a Last Jedi hater too. I was there all along. I went along with the videos. I still hate it. I'm trying to move past it though, because I really believe if we go, there's one of my favorite Jeremy videos is one where before The Last Jedi, where he complained about prequel haters still hating it years later. Isn't that, I could show you the clip, but you could go find it for yourself. It's still there. It's not a deleted video. But the point of this video is, do we get what we deserve as a fandom, as a menace to fandom, that we just complain, we yell constantly, we hate on everything, we go see it. I do think it's different to criticize George, the creator of a franchise, than a director that was brought on by Disney, because it's very different when you're the original artist or when you're collaborating. And I think when you go onto a franchise, you should keep the fandom, the franchise in mind, and not do irreversible damage. Do you have a responsibility as a fan? I think you do. Fandom can be great. It's great to be a fan of something. How are we helping fandom right now? I am trying my best to help it. I really am trying to speak with the most people possible. I'm trying to get this War Council back off the ground. I'm trying to get the Fandom Alliance together. I'm trying to get everyone in the Fandom Alliance to speak to each other, which is a headache. I try to talk to everyone, which is a headache. And honestly, I'm mad as hell because I can't get it done without everyone's cooperation. I don't want this to be just another fan group failure, like the Menace of Fandom, like what I think the Grey Council is. I don't want it to be another failure. And if I don't stick to my guns, it will be. How do you contribute to the Menace of Fandom? Not just with the ones that are self-proclaimed menace. On all sides of the spectrum. How do you contribute to the menace? By constantly complaining and then not trying to have the hard conversations. We need the hard conversations. We need to talk to as many people as possible and do it right here. I do think that's something that you get that's different with me, is I complain, but I go talk to people. I need everyone. Everyone that I've commented on in previous videos, I want to talk to you, and I want everyone to talk to each other. Regardless of what you've done in the past. Cancel culture, has anyone killed anyone here? I don't like things that everyone's done, including myself. But everyone deserves redemption by Kylo, and maybe Jeremy, I'm not sure. So, if you have an issue in the Fandom Alliance where you don't want to speak with someone else, you're going to have to contact me on Twitter and we'll speak privately. Because I am not saying I'm not going to have this person on because it makes me uncomfortable with what they've done. Or this person with they've done. I'm not calling names out here. I'm just saying that behind the scenes I'm having issues and it's not going to fly. It's not. I have spoken! I'm not setting up the Fandom Alliance and the War Council to be another failure before we even start. Hell no! I worked really hard to get to this point. I thought, I'll be honest with you, if you followed my channel and you're still with me from months ago, you know I tried to work with the Fandom Collective, and I'm still fans with them, and I wouldn't create my own group if I didn't think it was necessary. And the reason I think it's necessary is the Founding Fathers, we couldn't get all together on all the war councils. We couldn't get a consensus to have me on. And that pissed me off. I still have friends there. But I'm not setting up another scenario where it's the same exact goddamn thing. Hell no! I'm really tired of this shit. I'm tired of YouTube BS where we make videos, which is, you're right, it's a great thing to do to criticize others. Hey, criticize the hell out of me. I don't give a care. I'll probably give you a thumbs up. I'll comment on your video. Hell yeah! But then, when we don't talk to each other, we're just a menace ourselves. And I think that part of this video was, I think the menace of fandom has existed long ago. But now, the issue is their self-proclaimed menace of fandom, and they're growing. And they're not fans of anything. And let's not contribute to the menace anywhere in fandom. I'm about canceling the menace everywhere it is in fandom. And I'm not about milquetoast, Grey Council, Grey Order, just standing by and saying, oh, we don't want to offend anyone. That's not going to do shit. This is the real hardcore, the real gangsta shit, and we need everyone to contribute. And just so you know, if you have an issue with the Star Wars fandom on YouTube, you're invited. You're invited. And if you don't show, that's your own fault, and you're a menace yourself. This is a whole nother beast after The Last Jedi and Disney Star Wars. And I didn't contribute with the prequel hate, the Indiana Jones 4 hate, and all that. You know what? It's not a great movie, but there's some things to like in Indiana Jones 4 too. And you know what? The reason I love George Lucas is he's fun, he tries new things, he might not... You gotta give respect to someone that tries new things each time. That tries to push the boundaries. That tries a different scenario. And not just the same goddamn movie every freaking time like Disney does. I'm sorry, Disney fans. But you know they're releasing the same crap over and over and over and over again. And that's George's biggest criticism of the new sequel trilogy. What is new? George was an innovator. And if we didn't have the menace back then in fandom saying George Lucas raped my childhood, stole my childhood, a documentary, and then the backlash for Indiana Jones 4, I think he would have held on to Lucasfilm and Star Wars. So, when The Rise of Skywalker comes out, and if you're a constant complainer and you just still show up day one, are you helping fandom or are you a menace yourself? I'm all over the place in this one. I'm hot as hell and I want to get things resolved. Also, I'm trying hard as hell to get on the Grey Council this Sunday. I've contacted all of them and Josh Den of Nerds. So if it doesn't happen, it's not my fault. I'm trying. I'll be there. I'm ready. And we are going to have a war council either before or after the Grey one. So we can get your comments, your opinions, and real talk on Fan Live on the War Council. Where fans are included. And no paywalls! Smash the hell out of paywalls. That cannot be stressed enough. Okay? This is different. I'll talk to you no matter what. Seriously. You know what? smash the hell out of the like button for a YouTuber like me, this madman, that's trying to work with fandom. Instead of just saying, it's not my job to repair the fandom. Then what the hell are you in it for? If you're just here to criticize and be a menace and then not do anything and then show up, what are you here for? You're here for the clicks and that's it. And I don't think that's... tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think that's being a fan, only taking what you can out of the fandom. Constant withdrawals from the bank of fandom and not giving anything back or improving it is not being a fan. I don't think, at least not on the Fandom Alliance network, it's not. You have to give a little bit back. And real people, no matter what side of politics you're on, when you make progress in the real world, when you grow up, when you grow a pair, you talk to people you disagree with, and you don't just say, you know what, I can't have a conversation because I so fundamentally disagree with this person. Have they committed a crime? Should they go to jail? That's a different story. I'm serious. We need to speak with each other, and I need everyone. I need all my warriors this Sunday. That's my thoughts on this one. I need your input. I constantly need your input because you are not my fans. You're my equals. You're my brothers and sisters in war. Canceling the menace. Cancel the menace in fandom. That's an easy message to get behind, and that it sounds great, and that's why I'm pushing it hard as hell. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.